Well, it's getting that time of year when we're talking about championships. And I love talking about championships because of the great accomplishments that these men and women have done. But I dislike talking about championships because it means the bulk of the racing is in our rearview mirror and not out the windshield.
Solid point.
Yeah. So we are getting down there. Of course, it's
I know.
October. The calendar says it's the case, but I mean,
I feel like it came upon us quick this year. Like, usually after Knoxville, I feel like it's a gradual, but we kept going pretty strong, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're already in mid-October.
We talked about this for whatever reason. That's interesting you say that, because we've talked about this on the NASCAR side. The NASCAR side at the end of July had the 2-week break period for the Olympics. And I was talking in the NASCAR garage last week at Talladega, and someone says, has it not been like last week would have been those 2 weeks off?
Yeah.
And like last week we were at Knoxville.
Yeah.
It just seems like. So for whatever reason, August, September of this year for everybody has flown by.
Yeah.
It
really has.
I mean, it's insane what's happened with it. So she's Erin Evernham. I'm Steve Post. This is Wing Nation presented by Dryden and DRF Racing Oils. And so we are going to talk a champion, Sunshine, Tyler Courtney. How about that? What a story.
Incredible.
I mean,
what they did this year was incredible.
I'm going to ask him about some of this stuff because some of the numbers are insane. What they put together with Tim Clausen and Richard and Jennifer Marshall, who are all just wonderful friends of ours and great people, do anything in the world for us. And to see them all getting to celebrate was just fun, and Sunshine and everyone, neat stuff.
Yeah, and after all the years of Tim Clausen teasing me about a wing car, it's been neat to see him
be a champion.
Yeah.
Eating a little crow. Are you making him eat a little crow? Are
no,
you
I sent him a congratulatory text, and he had to respond with something, well, these wing cars are kind of fun, or, something.
Wow.
So I didn't say anything. I was
begrudgingly saying that this might be somewhat remotely all right.
Which is funny because Tim was a wing racer, but then got into all the USAC stuff with Brian.
Right,
and
exactly.
Used to tease me that I needed the crutch, I needed the wing. Yeah.
But that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk to Tyler Courtney here on our program today. Tyler was part of the action up there, as was the rest of the FloRacing All-Star Circuit of Champions. It was the Jim and Joanne Ford Classic at Fremont. Cole Macedo, though, was the star of the show on this one on Saturday night. Listen to this as he's going through lap traffic. Here's Brian Liskey with the call on FloRacing.
And now for the Dryden death-defying move of the week, where one driver simply amazes us with their on-track moves.
Cole Macedo now with 2 lap cars. He splits them out of turn 2. What a move for Cole Macedo. That may be the winning move. Out of turn 2, splitting the 2 lap cars as we come down to 4 laps to go.
That death-defying move was brought to you by Dryden Diesel All Death, the official death of the world of outlaws and wheelmen everywhere. Visit Dryden.com for more information.
For decades, Dryden Lubricants has been made in America and made to last, paving the way on our highways, in our fields, and on the production line. Today, Dryden offers a complete line of engine oils, greases, hydraulic and transmission fluids, and diesel exhaust fluid. If you want greater performance and protection for your critical engines and equipment, go to Dryden.com. Dryden, American-owned and operated, and a proud supporter of racing and race fans everywhere. Citywide to countryside, whatever you drive, wherever you go, Hercules has the value, selection, and industry-leading warranty to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Go to HerculesTires.com. There you can find the nearest authorized Hercules retail location to you. Plus, you can use the tire tracker to find out which Hercules tire fits your vehicle the best. That's HerculesTires.com. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Wing Nation, presented by Dryden and DRF Racing Oils, continue on. We are in the Hercules Tire Studios, and we are going to the Sage Fruit Hotline. Joining us fresh off from buttoning up the championship run for the All-Star Circuit of Champions is Tyler Courtney. Hello, Tyler. Welcome back to Wing Nation.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Well, Tyler, I don't think, within the last month, I think we knew you were probably in good shape on this championship. But it had to be good to officially and finally get it knocked out at Fremont on Saturday night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we really had to screw up the last month or so to kind of lose the championship. But and we had some bad runs, but yeah, it feels good to finally, get it out of the way, and we're crowned champions, and they can't take it away from us now. So it's a pretty special feeling, and just excited. It's been a heck of a year, and to cap it off with a championship, kind of means the world to me.
Tyler, did you have any set written goals at the beginning of the season? Because I know you've run a decent amount of wing races before, or maybe just only a handful, and had success. But when you go into your rookie season with the All-Stars and then win the championships, I have to believe you exceeded or certainly exceeded the goals you may have set.
Yeah, I think, I think you write down win a championship, at the top, and it just kind of, it's there. I think you have to have that goal in mind. But, being a realist, I was just, I was going to be happy going in and, win a couple All-Star races and, maybe finish in the top 3 in points and, try and get Rookie of the Year and things like that. And then, here we are at the end of the season, and we won 8 All-Star races and the championship and the Rookie of the Year all in one. So to say we, exceeded our expectations, I think is putting it lightly. And, I guess we just got to get a little more aggressive on our goal making.
Well, that's a good problem to have. That's for sure. Tyler, at what point during the season was there a point during the year where you started to really feel like you were hitting your stride and getting to where you needed to be to run for the championship with the All-Stars?
I think honestly, once we won our first All-Star race, it kind of just, got the monkey off our back, and it kind of took the pressure away of, getting that first one out of the way. And I think we really kind of hit our stride past that. And that was in May. And then, we kind of knocked off, a couple more races there. And then, then we go into Ohio Sprint Speed Week, and, had a really good week during that week, and, won the championship during that week, and built our points to a pretty good lead. And we're able to, I don't want to really say hit cruise control, because I still like winning races, and we were able to win a couple more after Speed Week, and including the Kings Royal. And but I would say that kind of turning point in our season to get it going would be that first win. I think that just kind of gave us confidence in ourselves, and got us to this point.
Tyler, I was looking at some numbers and some stats on our Sprint Car stat page. May 1st, you finished 14th at Sharon. Okay. Every race in the rest of May, June, July, and August, with the exception of one, on the All-Star Tour, you were top 10. It was August 3rd at Attica. You had won 11th place during Ohio Speed Week. So the wins are great. But, boy, you guys just knocked down the consistency to be able to go 3 months in Ohio in All-Star Racing to be in the top 10 for virtually every race. You guys really had that program buttoned up pretty good, it seems like, at that point.
Yeah, it was a pretty incredible run. I think it was 19 or 20 races in a row that we were able to run inside the top 10, and I think it just speaks volumes of the type of team that we have. Just making sure that our I's are dotted, our T's are crossed, just making sure everything's right, and having a good enough car to run up each night. Consistently wins championships. And, I've been lucky enough to be a part of other championships on the USAC side of things that I was kind of able to just button down and if we didn't have a winning car, just make sure we did finish inside that top 10, because you can win or lose a championship on not being consistent. And, so I think that kind of played into our favor that that I've been a part of race for a championship before, and I knew I didn't need to risk getting trying to win when all we had was a 5th place car. You just take your 5th place car and run through with it and get it out of it. That's a really good night.
Tyler, your car owners, the Marshalls and the Clausens, have given so much to our sport, and they've been through so much in our sport. How gratifying was it for you to be able to give them a championship with the All-Stars this year?
It's really awesome. They took a chance on me, 5 years ago when we started Clausen Marshall Racing, and in the last 5 years we won 3 championships, and we're a couple points away from winning a couple more. But to be able to do this for them is really special for me, because they do obviously not even, just for me. They do a lot for, motorsports in general. And like you said, they have been through a lot. They've been through, the highs and lows of every part of the sport and in life. So, I think the things I can do for them, in a race car and, I just being myself, I think will never be as much as what they've done for me.
Tyler, I know you were close friends with Brian, but is the story correct that Diana is really the one who made sure that you were going to be driving for CMR for a long time?
Yeah, I think that's I wasn't there when that conversation happened, but I think that's when Tim came to die to tell her that him and Richard and Jennifer were thinking about keeping racing after Brian left us, and Di said that's fine. I want Tyler to drive for us, and so I think that's pretty cool in itself that Di wanted that to happen, and so I think she gets the credit from Tim and Richard, and then that she was the one that chose me, and I guess I'm just happy that I was the one.
I guess so. That is so sweet. That's for sure. We had a great visit earlier this year on one of our podcasts with Tim Clausen, and he talked a lot about what you guys had been through, what he had been through, what you guys had been through, and everything. But I may want to talk about Tim a little bit, but I want to talk now or ask about Richard and Jennifer Marshall, particularly Richard. Over the last year or two, it's been really neat to get to know Richard and Jennifer a little bit. Just as and really beyond racing, just to do dinner with them, or we were stuck in a rain delay at Eldora and talking about it. Richard, it was funny. It cracked me up when Erin said, "Did you have written down goals going into the season?" You had written down goals, because I know that as fun as Richard and Jennifer are, they are very, very organized with the mental game on this. What is it meant to have someone that makes you write down goals, that makes every crew member write down goals, that makes Tim write down goals? What does that mean, and how has that helped you guys as a team to perform?
It's awesome. It's awesome to sit down. We sit down at the beginning of each year, and we do. We have our whole team's involved. We sit down and we bring in a piece of paper, or if they have it on their phone or what have you, and we go through our goals, not only for the professional side of things with racing, but we also come in with goals personally. And so it's cool to sit down and have that. And I think it's something that obviously has led to a lot of our successes and things like that. And Richard is we brought that to the team from his personal side of things with, how successful he is in life. Obviously he's been a very successful, business person for a long time. And so he brought things that were able to help him succeed in life, and we've instilled him into our race team now. And I think it's spoken for itself that it does work. You set goals ahead of yourself, and give yourself something to achieve. It helps you get to that point of achieving them. And like I said earlier, I just got to get a little more aggressive on my goals that I set, I guess, after this year. But and like you said, it's a great problem to have.
Tyler, there's a really nice video that's on the CMR Facebook page that was put together of different people congratulating you on the success and the championship. What is it like for you to watch that? I saw Ricky Stenhouse, Kyle Larson, Lauren from NOS, really everyone involved in your team sending you a video and congratulating you. What is it like to watch something like that?
It's pretty special. I didn't know they were doing that, and I didn't even see that I was tagged in it. So I just happened to be scrolling on Facebook and saw it, and just kind of saw it, raw and unexpectedly. And so to have that many people, care about me and, take the time out of their day to make a video like that is just means the world to me. And, it kind of puts things into reality, the things that, that I'm able to do and that I've gotten to do and going to do. And it's just, it was a really, really special, I think 6-7 minutes long that I got to enjoy, and, the people care about me.
That's neat that you ran into it raw like that. Not sit down, we need to show you something. That is neat when you run into something like that, where it probably takes your breath away a little bit. I like that.
It did. It was cool. it was, 'cause obviously I was tagged in it, but I can float between both my Facebook pages on my app, and I just happened to be on my personal one, which it wasn't tagged in that one. And so, yeah, I just got to see it roll, and I think I probably would have rather done that anyway than, clicking on the notification and watching it.
Nice stuff. That's for sure. Was there a celebratory reward, or is there a reward trip or championship award, or do you just get to go back to the shop and get ready for the next race for you guys?
I think as a team, we'll we always have a end of the year Christmas, dinner party, what have you, during the PRI show during that week, and so that'll be kind of our celebration. And then I've got friends and family of mine that taking a couple trips this winter to kind of celebrate that way and that aspect at the same time.
Nice.
So, gotta ask, is there any thoughts on 2022? Will you go after the All-Stars again? I mean, I know Richard and Jennifer, they like winning races.
I guess you guys are going to have to find out.
Stay tuned. Ooh, a little teasing there. There you go. Tyler, congratulations on the championship. What a great year. What a fun year it's been. I remember pulling into Screven and watching you race that thing and thought, this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. And turned out pretty well for you. So congratulations on that. And we wish you continued success as you continue on going forward.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me. And glad I got to talk to you guys a few times this year.
There we go. Tyler Courtney, Sunshine, the All-Star Circuit of Champions, joining us here on Wing Nation. Over the years, Dryden has stood for uncompromised value and proven performance. Known as the hardest-working brand in heavy-duty lubrication, Dryden's heritage is made in America and made to last. Dryden products work to increase the life and enhance the efficiency of your equipment in the toughest conditions. Learn more about Dryden's products at Dryden.com. From grassroots racing to NASCAR, Dryden is a proud supporter of racing everywhere. For a year-round high-quality eating experience, look no further than Sage Fruit apples, pears, and cherries. Not only is their produce healthy, but they are grown with such care and precision that you can count on each piece of fruit having exceptional flavor. Sage Fruit, it's our first choice for quick and easy snacking. Get back into NASCAR's roots by driving headfirst into the new home of grassroots racing. FloRacing keeps the original NASCAR tradition of dirt track racing roaring with more than 1,300 live and on-demand oval races from across the United States. Subscribe today by going to FloRacing.com/MRN. Learn how the next generation of NASCAR drivers is prospected in sprint car racing or watch the thrill of last lap slide jobs. Subscribe today by going to FloRacing.com/GoMRN. Wing Nation, presented by Dryden and DRF Racing Oils. Fun stuff, isn't it? Talking to Sunshine.
Yeah, talking championships, of course.
Well, it's always fun talking championships. Exactly. And I like, we got stuck. I shared just a little bit of it when I asked them at Eldora when the rainstorm hit on Thursday. That whole weekend ran together. But I think it was Thursday. I was scrambling and a door opened to a toter. And I said, get in here. And it was Richard and Jennifer and Tim. And we just sat there and visited. And Richard talked about the goal setting that everybody on the team does. And I just found that fascinating. I think it's an exercise that's obviously a very valuable exercise. I would like to do that. Sometimes I do that in my mind. Sometimes I don't do it in my mind. But I just, and I've actually since that time asked Richard about it a couple other times just to kind of pick his brain. But as you see, you can't argue with the success of it. And sometimes you just don't set your goals high enough, apparently. Sunshine needs to kick those goals up a little bit.
No, it's really neat to see. And like we've talked about before, I've been friends with the Clausens for
Tim,
years.
Yeah, exactly.
So to see this combination of wonderful people win a championship like this and the success they've had, since they went through such a tragedy is just, it's heartwarming.
It really is. It's fun stuff. It really is. Great stories, each and every one of them. And cool. We appreciate Sunshine joining us here. Very limited calendar of upcoming races this weekend. Lucas Oil ASCS National Tour is the headliner. Winners National at Devil's Bowl is coming up. So remember down there in the spring, that's where J.J. Hickle stormed onto the scene. So they got a great points battle going on. And so but the Winter Nationals is coming up on Devil's Bowl. You can find it on Racing Boys or FloRacing. There's another series, which this just strikes me as weird. Bandit Ohio Sprint Car Series, they have 2 nights of racing at Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track, which is not that far from Devil's Bowl. So they're Friday and Saturday night, $5,000 to win each night. It's the Texas Throwback. This is always a fun one. Lernerville, the 13th annual Steel City Stampede. Qualifying heat races on Friday night, and this is for all their divisions. And then Saturday, they run the B mains and all the features. So I know all Western Pennsylvania sprint car drivers are going to be there at Lernerville for the weekend. Going to be good. And the fabulous Lincoln Speedway will do 2 things on Saturday night. They will crown their 2021 champions. Well, they'll do 3 things. They will crown their champions. They will have a race. And they will start the countdown to the icebreaker.
Yes.
Because that's how they roll.
What they do.
At the fabulous Lincoln Speedway. They do have their Night of Champions. So that's going to be on FloRacing as well. And gosh, I just, man, it's just a great spot. I pulled into there for the Dirt Classic, and such a neat spot Lincoln Speedway is. It's just such a wonderful spot, and you go there, you expect to see good racing, and you do, and it's just gosh, it's just a wonderful spot. And it's just, and then their passion for it, the icebreaker, they're still running now, they ain't scared to run early and late and everywhere in between. So the countdown starts Sunday morning. The countdown for the icebreaker starts off. How about that? Fun stuff. So yeah, very limited sprint car racing. There's some other, Pete Walton has some races. There's some other 360 races as well. So crazy times. It's just the reality of it. That's for sure. So, anything big on the you got a Kate's horse showing going well?
No, we got a little break in the horse show, so it's just practice right now.
Oh, just practice.
Yeah, just practicing. No, Ray's going to the Chattanooga Concours. There's a new Concours.
Oh, wow, in Chattanooga.
Yeah. And Kate and I may or may not be going, depending on travel, and we have school now.
Exactly.
So
won't be long. It's the NGK NTK World Finals.
Yeah.
And this thing is really growing. The weekend before is the Short Track Nationals. And so they have all of that at the dirt track, and Ashley and David are coming down and racing. They're all coming down and racing. Okay. But this thing is growing into like its own speed week. Tuesday night at Cherokee Speedway, the place your mama warned you about, they're having a prelude to the finals night of racing. 410 sprint cars, dirt late models,
410s,
and dirt modified.
Really?
Yeah. So that's on Tuesday night. Okay. And I'll share some details. A buddy of mine, Tony Stevens, is Pit Row TV. He does a lot of pay-per-view on the dirt side or asphalt side. He actually has the pay-per-view. I'm going to be part of that.
Yeah.
So the place your mama warned you about. But so what I'm saying this is now, when we get to the time and you've made your travel plans, you can't make it, then get the pay-per-view. But now, if you can alter your plans to come in on Tuesday, come in on Tuesday. I don't think all of the cars will be there. In fact, I don't know that any of the World of Outlaw drivers will be there, but I think a lot of the independent teams will be there. It's Cherokee. They'll be late models like you wouldn't believe. And the modified teams, I think about the modified teams will be there as well. I think it'll be really good. I think it'll be a good field of sprint cars. Won't be World Finals schedule, but what a way to kick it off.
Yeah.
So while they're doing that Tuesday night at Cherokee, simultaneously up at Millbridge, they've got the Carolina Micro Showdown. Tuesday and Wednesday is the finale of that. Tuesday's a full show. Wednesday's a full show. And the micros at Millbridge has become awesome. It's non-wing, and this Carolina Micro Showdown will be one of the biggest micro races in the country.
Yeah.
And so that's Tuesday. You can go to Millbridge or to Cherokee. Wednesday, you got to go to Millbridge. And then Thursday, it's all at the dirt track for the NGK NTK World Finals.
And they're selling tickets over there.
They are selling tickets over there. This thing will likely sell out again. Yep. Now, here's the other thing. Now, on Friday and Saturday, now I'm a little bummed about this because I'll be in Phoenix doing my real job. But Friday and Saturday, we have Dry Dean Wing Nation with you. And who are you going to have on the stage with you?
Oh, that Ashley
Oh,
something
my
or
gosh.
other.
The last time this happened, the last time this
We
happened,
don't have any fun together.
there is no fun to be
We
had
were
at
riding
that.
our mall scooters
Yes,
around South
exactly.
Dakota.
Yes, South Dakota, exactly. That's the last time. South Dakota authorities have notified us.
And that's why we're not allowed back in South
We're not allowed
Dakota.
back
We
in
don't
South
have any
Dakota.
fun.
We have no fun at all. No, it'll be Dry Dean Wing Nation. It'll be right in the Midway area, and it'll be Ashley and Erin. It's going to be awesome. It really is. All your favorite drivers, everything is going to be fun. Good times, that's for sure. So, World Finals. It's a great time of year to come to Charlotte. So, all dirt roads lead to Charlotte. So, fun stuff for sure. Hey, we appreciate, coming up this weekend, Tim Kading joins us on our Wing Nation program presented by Sage Fruit. We appreciate Tyler Courtney, Sunshine, joining us here on Wing Nation presented by Dry Dean and DRF Racing Oil.